Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat? Well, yes, no, 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 maybe. Life is unfair.
Hello and welcome to Yes, No, Maybe. My name is Ryan.
My name is Willa.
We are brother and sister, and this is a rewatch podcast where we discuss, debate, and relate to the widely seen and criminally underappreciated 2000 sitcom Malcolm in the Middle.
April 21st, 2002, to be specific for this episode. Nothing really happened that day. I checked.
Nothing happened. What was the top of the box office?
Nothing really happened.
Music charts?
Changing Lanes. Ben Affleck, Samuel L. Jackson. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Who?
I've heard of it.
Who?
They talked about it on Blank Check one time.
Who directed it?
I don't know.
Interesting. Cool. Foolish by Ashanti.
Changing Lanes is about two people in the beginning, random people on the street that get super mad at each other in traffic. It's like kind of
like beef.
Beef, I believe, yeah. And then they get pissed at each other. They're fighting the whole time, I think.
Well, that's new. It said...
You didn't believe that I knew what it was.
I didn't. You could have made that up and I wouldn't know a thing. Just nothing too interesting happened.
What was top of the charts musically?
I said Ashanti. Ashanti's Foolish. Spirited Away opened in Japan the day before, but wouldn't hit the U.S. until months later.
Months.
Spirited
But there were
Away.
certain people that caught somehow saw.
Oh my God! As I read that, and as I read it out loud when I read it earlier, I thought it was Spirit, the horse one.
Spirited Away.
I know.
You think the horse one
Opened in Japan first? Yes, and then I just realized.
What is that movie called? Spirit?
Spirit, and it's like the wild of the west. Like it has some
Wild
like,
of the West.
No, it has some the spirit, the power of the wind, or something like that. So you look like you want to kill me sometimes. Do you?
This episode is called Poker Number 2. It's funny that they always have the number 2 when they have the pound when they're doing 2.
Yeah.
Poker 2, April 21st, 2002. It's directed by, the mailman himself, Jeff Melman.
Put the little flag up on the mailbox. Delivery for you.
Delivery for us.
I don't know how mailbox works.
It arrived on April 21st, 2002, one day after 420. Jeff, celebrated safely.
Responsibly.
Episode is written by Bill Hooper. Is
The
it
Hoop
Hooper
Man.
or Hopper? I think it's Hooper. Hooper.
Sinking buckets in this ep.
And his only time sinking them because it's the only time he wrote. I believe he's on the crew in some capacity. I should know this. But he was, this is the only episode he wrote. You vamp while I figure out what he did on the show.
I would love to know a lot of things. Where I'm headed. No, I think I wonder if he was like, Poker 1 was so damn good. I have a concept for the second one, and guess what? It includes a gun.
Yeah, I know, right? It's so weird.
The gun?
It's just additional. He's credited as additional crew.
The gun is...
Writer's assistant. He's an assistant to writers.
Wow.
Wow.
And he climbed the ranks and was able to make this episode. I mean, I like the episode a lot. It's kind of crazy. And I like that we see a lot more of the poker, I think, and like their dynamic than we got to in the first poker episode.
Yeah, but not a lot. We don't see a lot of poker, which is funny. It's a very weird episode. It's the
is
only
weird.
episode of the show that was rated TV 14 probably because of the gun.
Probably because there's a gun, there's implied sexual favors happening.
Sex
there's
under false pretenses.
Yes, there's sex with Piyama. There's sex with... See, this is
There's
one of
not
those
sex with
episodes...
Piyama.
Well, sex implied. Like, Eric is implying that she's having sex with her ex-boyfriend. Like, this is one of those episodes that I would have read the description. I would have watched the whole thing. Like, there's something dirty in this episode?
No Lois this episode, only in the cold open.
Damn, dude.
Oh, we got to talk about the cold open. I mean, that's always how we start.
Yeah, I would love to talk about
Bizarre
it.
cold open. It's Hal and Lois in bed. It's an aerial shot of the bed.
My favorite place where they put them.
The blanket is too small, so Lois will roll over and pull the blanket off Hal. Hal will try. She'll do it. We see like 2 nights in a row where she pulls the blanket off in the middle of the
And
night.
he's shivering.
He's shivering. Then we cut to the 3rd night, and his genius solution is to sew the end of the blanket into his footy pajamas up from his feet to his neck, so that the end of the blanket is
So it's
on
always
him.
attached to
But
him.
it's bare. It's not even all the way on him. It's like the end of it. His arm will
No.
never be under the blanket.
No, but if you think about it, if you...
No, his arm will never be under the blanket.
I wasn't going to dispute that. You raised your hand as if to hit me. No, his hand would never be out of the blanket. Bang! If he rolls his body a little bit, he's wrapping himself up like a little burrito. Did you think about that?
He would have pulled the blanket off.
Huh?
He would have pulled the
Off
blanket.
Lois?
Yeah.
Maybe. He doesn't care. He just
No.
wants the blankie for himself.
He could have rolled toward the stitches.
Yeah.
then he would have fallen off the bed.
You're dumb. You're dumb. You would have fallen off the bed.
So he sews into his entire
Yeah.
body, and then
Terrible sewing job, too.
Lois rolls over in the middle of the night, and it tears his pajamas off, and so he's butt naked. And then Lois turns. She's like, "No, Hal, it's too cold." I mean, this is a very weird cold open that feels like it belongs in a different show. What kind of harebrained idea is it to sew the end of the blanket while you're in bed? And he's like, "Perfect. Ooh, I sewed it." And then it's so
They're jumping the shark with Hal's stupidity a little bit.
it's so weird. I mean, Hal's not that much of an idiot. Like, that's his solution is to sew it. It's really, really weird.
I mean, it's like avoiding the confrontation of just being like, hey, I need this blanket. Well, first of all, if you're a couple and you need this and you need a solution, get 2 blankets in the bed. Then you both can have one. It's fine. And you can share it also, but you can each have one on your own. Ryan, I know you haven't experienced being in a relationship, but that's what it's like. Or you can get a king-size blanket for your queen-size bed. I think that's nice. It kind of goes over the side of the bed. It's huge. I feel like a little small bug.
They're poor, Willa.
Okay.
How do we punch up this? Maybe like he duct tapes it to his skin. Like I could see that
They
making more
clearly
sense.
wanted
And then
him
she
to get
rolls and
naked.
it tears his skin, his
Skin
hair
off.
his hair.
It's like that thing yeah, where it's all his skin's gone. He's just red and it's the muscle underneath. He's like,
Ew.
ow! I didn't hate it as much as you did because I think the conceit they wanted was I don't even know how they came up with this. I mean, they must have been like, oh yeah, don't you hate when your bitch wife pulls the blanket off you? And they're like, yeah. What else? And what else? And you're rolling and you're ripping. Imagine it ripped my damn clothes off. Hang on. Write
Say
that
that
down,
again.
Hooper. Write that down.
Yeah.
And then he did. He wrote the cold
very
open.
weird.
Oh, honey, please not tonight. It's freezing.
I mean, this and the gun thing, it just feels like it's from a different show. And the gun thing really has nothing to do with anything. I thought what was going to happen with the gun was that Malcolm shoots it and then Hal's parenting comes into question. You know, it's like that competition, whatever. He's like convinced them he's a good father and then
Right.
this happens. But no, the gun is used just to end the story, really.
Yeah, it hits the. What even purpose does it serve?
I don't know, except the cops
It hits the inhaler.
and then he's like, "I'm so sorry," and then the cops come. It's just to like end the chaos.
Yeah,
It's
I guess
very
so.
weird.
It was just like, well, the gun. Well, once you introduce a gun, as you know, Chekhov, I think, said this
Uh-huh.
many times.
Mm-hmm.
Once it's Chekhov's gun, it has to go off. So it does. When I first saw the gun, I was like, oh, it's gonna be like one of those tequila guns that has like tequila in it.
Mm-hmm.
I love those.
It's so weird to reveal that she has the gun. I mean,
know,
this is a weird episode.
and it looks fake too.
This is a weird
It looks like
episode.
they CGI'd it in.
Yeah, it did look weird. It did look fake.
you
Maybe you
think
can't
so?
have them around kids. Anyway, Poker 1 was directed by Ken Kwapis, I believe, and this is
Kwapisode.
and now you've got a mailman mailing it in, ding dong. So
Yep.
you know, different director, different kind of. Last Poker, I liked that it's sort of anxieties around like I'm the only white guy in this group of. And,
Yeah.
and it could be Ken
'cause you feel
drawing
like
his
that often.
well, it's Ken drawing his experience working on the Bernie Mac show, I think.
You think so?
Well, I think in this book he
That's
writes
funny.
about
Oh,
that.
interesting.
I didn't talk about that on the episode, but
Yeah.
that is sort of
We should
that's
ask him.
the vibe I got. And this one is sort of
he
more
didn't write
about
the episode,
no, but you bring something to it. You pull,
but you bring something to it.
and you know. This one is more about the guys comparing themselves, and it's being very competition based.
Well, yeah, I think you get to see, which they do highlight a bit in the first Poker. It's like they are comparing like jobs and wealth a little bit.
But then it kind of strips down to being about class.
Yes, because there's this misdirect about race.
Yeah,
But
which
but
was
this
smart.
one,
This
I
one's
like.
sort of like, oh, how many crackers can you fit? It's like it's much more simple it's like, oh, they're competitive. It's like that's less interesting of a thing that they're exploring.
I don't know. I thought it was. I liked how the dynamic is like how Lois goes to book club and they don't really read the books. It's like they go to a poker night and really they just want to like
Yeah, but they
brag
do
about
play
stuff.
poker.
And they do play a bit.
The last episode was them all playing poker. The
I
whole
know.
time.
I liked that. I thought this was fun. It was just like showing the guys getting to hang out, and then the thing that really distinguishes Hal is his relationship with Lois. You know, it's like that is
Yeah.
the special thing about him. And that comes out in his like defense of, well, in the fact that he gets boned 2 times a day.
Yeah, but we need to talk about
Bro,
that.
we need to talk about that.
Okay, wait. Let's go through the
Yeah.
episode.
There's lots to talk about.
Poker's happening, and one of the guys, Brian, is bringing 2 girls. Reese and Malcolm are excited about that, and Hal's like, I don't want you guys interrupting me. So I don't know how many times I have to say this. You guys stay in your room all night with the doors closed. You know.
Yeah, you and those girls in your room all night, door closed. They're like, bah.
Yeah, they're excited.
They want nookie. They want a cookie.
Horrible. And so they meet them, and the girls are immediately disgusted by them. And it's funny how Malcolm immediately gives up. He's like,
Does
okay,
he?
fuck this.
No, it's Reese. He's like, I'm gonna go see what we're doing.
Yeah, it's like, these guys don't
Yeah,
like
like
us.
they don't like us.
And
Yeah,
then-
they're like, give us somewhere to sit where we don't get fleas.
And then
Like,
Stevie comes. Yeah, damn. And then
Stevie rolls his ass in.
And Brian's daughter is kind of critical of the not race, critical of the white race. No, she's critical of their class, which is interesting. I thought it was going to be more about that. It's
Yeah,
passed
that's
on.
true.
But no. Stevie comes in and they baby him because he's in a wheelchair. They're like, oh, I feel so bad for you. And then they hatch a lie, which is that Stevie has 2 months to live.
well, it's
folks.
really Reese, like latches on immediately of being like, hey, yeah, Stevie's dying. His head's gonna explode, which is awesome.
Reese doesn't do this for personal gain. He helps out Stevie.
Well,
I don't really understand it.
Did you not see him in the bathroom?
Is he
peeking?
peeping?
Yeah.
That's gross.
I think Reese is a big old perv, and this is and
This is his
it's
swan
crazy.
song.
Yeah, it's crazy that he immediately realizes, oh, I can perv on them. I can perv on them. Well, I think he's like, oh, he's also, he's a bro. If I can wet Stevie's whistle, like
but
what
they
a nice
they
thing.
beef,
Also,
though.
they had their first sexual experience together
That's true.
on Houseboat, not together. I mean, maybe
Maybe they kept
but
challengers.
with other challenger situation, but with those girls that they went off and we never saw.
He's no different than the rest of us. He plays video games, he does chores around the house, he goes to the movies with friends. He leads a completely normal life. Which makes it even sadder that he only has 2 months to live.
What? The girl is Dana Davis. She's so good.
She's great.
Yeah, she is a little bit snobby. I didn't really pick up on that, but you're right. And she has the matching sweater, shirt set. And when she comes in, Reese is like, "May I take your wrap?" Which I just found is really good.
Yeah.
But they're total bitches to them, and they're also to do They're like, "Don't fuck with us. Stay out of the room." And Reese raises his hand. I'm showing the camera, and raises his middle knuckle above the other knuckles.
After
And
balling a fist.
I think I saw this on this show and was like, oh, you can do it. And I'll
Charlie
demonstrate
horse.
here. Hitting someone. Ow. Hitting someone. Ow. Okay. All right. With that, kind of delivers this extra blow.
Ow.
The rest of the thing. It's called a Charlie horse, but I thought a Charlie horse was here, and I'll demonstrate. Back of the knee, and your leg kind of goes wobbly and you fall.
Okay.
So anyway, that is that.
So Stevie's getting it. Stevie starts to play along, and then in a very weird turn that really makes no sense to us, Malcolm looks and on the table. There's a bag open, and there's a pistol.
Yeah.
There's
Blondie has a gun.
in
her bag.
Why is Blondie even here? Were they hanging out?
She's
and
a
decided to
friend
go? I know,
of-
but they just decided to go together.
Yeah, she said she's bringing a friend. I don't know.
Very weird. So for some reason, this woman has a gun that she brought into the house. Doesn't really have much to do with anything except that it's sort of involves
There.
the finale. Now Malcolm's freaking out about the gun, and he decides in his infinite. Well, at first he hides it. He hides it in the light above the chips. In a great moment where she moves the chip bowl, or somebody moves the chip bowl, and you see the shadow of the gun on the table.
Yeah.
Great. Little Hitchcockian almost sort of reveal, right?
Yes, nom de plume.
And then he hides the gun again. Then he brings it to the shed and he takes a goddamn hacksaw and he cuts through the metal pistol after putting it in what's that called?
It's a
squincher?
Yeah, it's a squincher.
No, a vice.
Vice,
Yeah,
sort
to
of.
hold it
Yeah.
still.
Clamp.
No, vice. He cuts through the
Gambling
barrel
is
of the
mine.
gun.
Yep.
And I guess we'll put a pin in that. Stevie and the girl are in the room. And
Yeah, Chandra.
She's crying a lot. You think that he's going to admit that it's fake, but then he's like...
I didn't think that at all.
Okay, I
Interesting.
did. And then... Oh, totally. I think that's the point. She's like, I feel so bad. You're going to go to heaven or whatever. And he's like, or you're going to whatever, and he's like, I'll meet God or whatever.
Oh, that moment where she says, where
he
she's really
doubles
breaking
down.
down. Well, it's great.
And she's like,
what I'm thinking about doing goes against everything I believe in, because she's just like lamenting the fact that he'll never go to prom, he'll never have a kiss, he'll never do this, and so it's
he
like
tricks this girl into kissing her.
yeah, because Reese just keeps hamming it up that they're gonna have a horrible, like that he's gonna die in 2 months, and he puts them in the bedroom together, in Lois and Hal's bedroom, where, might I add, Dewey is on the bed, shoes on.
Oh yeah, crazy.
On Lois's pillow.
Yeah.
My good God. I just, it never ceases to amaze me how disgusting these little men are. And I'll say it, they're little men. But yes, so Stevie's in there. I wonder if this is where Stevie kind of realizes he's gay. I wonder if she's sitting on his lap and he's not feeling nothing.
Well, I bet he isn't.
All right. Sound like a fucking bird. Smack,
Tell
smack,
yours.
smack.
Ow. Ow.
The best is when you go to punch someone and someone goes to punch you and you have like your phone in your pocket or something. They hit your phone.
Sure.
How many people are trying to hit me?
Okay, so yeah, the girl's crying, and then they start kissing, and then Dewey's fed up because he keeps getting moved around, and finally he marches into the poker room. He's like, "You guys gotta see this." Brings him in there, and then the girls they're kissing.
Yeah, they're kissing, and she's sitting on his damn lap.
Abe is freaked out about it. Come on, dude, your son's getting some.
It's kind of awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
and then he tries to confront him. He has to blow in an inhaler. Stevie has to blow in an inhaler.
Yeah, it's kind of back and forth inhaler conversation because Abe has to puff on the inhaler. Dewey, what's his name? Stevie has to puff on the inhaler before it talks.
And then gunshot. It goes through the inhaler.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd think that the compressed air in the inhaler would explode, but maybe not.
Scary. The way you said that was scary. Explode.
So is the garage facing that window?
Yeah,
Anyway, and then funny, the girl is like, his head exploded, because that's what they told her would happen.
Oh my God! His head exploded!
Very weird that this gun goes off. Very, very, very weird.
Weird that it hits the inhaler. I know. I thought one of them was going to get shot.
I just don't know what the deal with the gun is. You didn't need that.
I know. Maybe it must have been a childhood story of one of them, you know, like someone had some. She said, okay, so the blondie says that she's holding it for her boyfriend. Just going back to her interactions with Malcolm here, she's like, "Oh, I'm holding it for my boyfriend," which is, and you know, Malcolm of course is like, "Why does he have a gun?" And he thinks she's dating some other guy. She's like, "No, I broke up with that guy and I'm dating Mikey Fowler." And then Malcolm's
Mikey
like,
Fowler's crazy.
yeah, he's like, he's a nutbag. So then he's like really scared. That's what drives him to put the gun in the vice,
His mouth.
in the mouth, and say it's not worth it. And she's really, you all right? Blondie's really freaking out about her boyfriend. She's like, I want to get out of here before he gets over here.
Yeah, he's
like,
gonna shoot the place up.
She's just like,
Bang, bang,
clearly,
bang. Hal's dead. Eric's dead.
Okay,
Brian's dead.
all right.
Eric's in Alaska.
yeah, but that's kind of the whole storyline with the boys and the girls and
The
true.
police come.
yeah.
And they're sort of talking to them, and nothing really.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's.
The police come and it's really lackluster. They're kind of like
Why
to
are the
Malcolm.
police there?
I mean, because a gun went off.
Yeah, but I know, but it's like, why end the episode?
What does it serve?
Yeah.
Not much. I mean, they say to Malcolm, like, you handled a gun, you did this, you did that, and you said your IQ is what? Malcolm. Oh, Malcolm. Yeah, I know. Nothing much happens except also we get another instance of the poker men just starting to compete about how scared they were when the gun went off.
Yeah, so let's go to the Francis storyline.
Sure.
Francis is in Alaska, sure. Piyama's like, oh, I have to meet this guy today. I have a meeting with the guy. She's being very coy about it.
Yeah, I want you to not come home for a while. I have old business to take care of, and it shouldn't take long, but I just really need the house to myself, and I'll let you know when he leaves.
And Eric's all like, ooh, her
Yeah.
husband just got out on parole.
Yeah.
That's another kind of bit of information where he's like, oh, and the husband's almost out. It's got to be the husband.
yeah.
And so he thinks that there's cheating.
She ex-husband, right?
Ex-husband.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, whoa. Yeah, Eric's like putting all these thoughts into Francis's. At first, Francis is really cool with it and very respectful of her boundaries and trusts her and is like, you know what? Yeah. And Eric just keeps being like, huh, she said it's a he. Did you catch that? And yeah, didn't her husband just get out? And wow, the whole place to themselves, like all this stuff. And Francis tries to play the I trust my wife, I don't have any fear kind of thing. up into a point when Eric kind of says, well, I could take over the rest of your shift if you want to. And then he turns and like the dish that the pot that Francis was cleaning is spinning as if he just ran out like a cartoon character.
I was just gonna ask if you wanted to take off early because I was willing to cover your shift, but evidently you're not concerned, so
And he gets home and it's Piyama's dad, where
he's
the
she's
kind of a
kinda laying
deadbeat
into
dad.
him.
Yeah, Francis comes. She plays along because she realizes he thinks that it's her husband.
Well, yeah, she's
It's
pissed that he
moving to
came home
tickle
early.
fights and whatever.
Yeah.
And I thought it was gonna be a moment where it's like she almost connects with her husband. She almost connects with her father. Like they heal their relationship through her trying to prank Francis. I thought it was gonna be I was like, oh, that's kind of a clever moment because she's like, oh, I do remember that, whatever. But then she immediately is like, this is my father. You know, like
It's my dad.
it's
And he's like,
yeah.
oh, and Francis realizes his mistake and
he's like,
gets his
oh.
coat and like runs back to the work.
But not before the guy's like, you got $20?
Yeah, he's like, do you have any money? No. And he's like, what a waste.
Not great. Bad storyline.
Bad storyline.
This is a bad episode, I think. I gotta say it. I think this is the worst episode of the season.
Whoa.
I do. Honestly, there's not a lot of competition for me. I don't think really much of it works.
Whoa. I think going off funny, Dewey
Fooey.
feet on bed funny.
Fooey, it's Dewey.
Well, Phooey, it's Dewey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best moment of my life. But no, I hear you. Damn. I mean, we don't often say this. We like most all episodes. What if he hears this and he's all sad?
Look, I think the worst episode of a season is better than most series.
That's true. That's true.
Good episodes. I also think Jeff Melman knocks it out of the park a million, like so often. I just think I think the script is really weak this episode.
Yeah, I think it's a little disjointed.
So
Maybe it was the pressure of following up a brilliant episode like Poker. Mm-hmm. Despite there being some cool visual stuff too, like the gun thing and the POV when they're playing poker stuff and the
gun thing's cool. The gun thing's a cool reveal.
And then remember when they shift between the storyline of
that's great. That's a good cut.
Hal's talking about his love for
we'll
Lois
get
and his trust, and then it cuts to it intersects with the Piyama storyline because Francis is talking about how much he trusts Piyama, even though he's a big bag of lies.
So Hal has all these guys over. He's really wanting to make it nice there.
Yeah.
And they don't really care about poker, obviously. They're just sort of talking, shooting the shit, and doing like competitions. Who can eat the who they're first starting comparing their sons, their kids rather. You know, my kid did this, my kid did this.
Yeah.
My kid got 160 on. Hal's like, my kid has 160 IQ.
Yeah, and they're like, you always say that.
Stevie just wrote a brand new antivirus program.
My daughter's essay scored her a trip to the White House.
Malcolm has an IQ of 165.
We know. You've been using that for 6 months.
It's like, Hal, can't you find some other milestone your genius son has done?
I'm sure he's done a ton, but he doesn't know. And also, they start also by comparing like their literal poker tables and the quality, and then also I think this is a fun little reveal when they do the breath holding one.
Yeah.
It kind of cuts to it, and they're all staring at this one guy.
Yeah, you think it's like a stressful game of hand of
Yeah,
poker.
you think it's like a moment where he's going to either call or fold or whatever, but then he just releases air, and they're like timing how much he's been holding his breath. It's cute.
It's cute. I just find the competition thing a little bit like simple, and it doesn't really reveal anything deeper about like, oh, they're competitive, but it's about things that don't really matter. When you get into the women conversation, that's at least these characters' philosophies, perspectives. But most of it is like, who can eat the most crackers, their poker table. It's just less interesting of a conflict or theme of what they're talking about than in the first episode of this race. But no, it's actually about class, and you're trying to stunt on me, you know?
What would have been interesting is if parallel to this competition stuff happening, like Malcolm, Stevie, and Reese were competing to like impress the girls. You know what I mean? And it's like men never really go wrong.
Sure. Men never really go wrong. That's what you're going to say.
Men never really grow up.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. They're little men.
But yeah, I find the competition stuff kind of dumb and and Hal's never winning the thing. It's like, oh, he can't get the cracker.
He doesn't even have a minute hand on his watch. He's like, it was more of a decorative piece. I know, they're mean. I mean, a lot of it is class related, like
sort of.
Yeah,
it's the poker table. But and then it becomes about fucking.
Yeah,
because the guy, is it Brian? He's like, what does your wife want in return for? Oh, so okay, they're talking about having sex, and then they're all saying like 5, 4, whatever the times in a week. How many times they have sex? Hal says 2, and they're like 2 times in a week. That's tough. And he's like, oh, a week? 7.
14.
14. No, yes.
14. If you
2
multiply
times
2
in a
times
day.
7,
Yeah.
what is that?
14. 2 times in a day. So they're fucking 14 times a week. I mean, wow. Wow. But
Give it to him.
Give
Give
it
it
to
to him, Lois. And Abe's like,
seen
actually, it's more.
Yeah.
Like,
and he's like, I've seen it on vacation. Remember Houseboat? They're
yeah,
fucking.
I remember.
Wait, were they?
No, actually, it's Abe and Kitty
Abe
that are
and
fucking.
Kitty that were fucking.
Getting the kitty. But I think Hal and Lois probably were having sex that vacation. We just didn't really see it very
Yeah,
much.
they must have twice, probably, assuming the statistics
so-
are probably more on vacation. And so that's something that Hal wins.
Yeah.
And then Brian's all like, "Oh, your wife must want something in exchange," and it becomes this sort of conversation about, well, you're not owed anything, and when's the
like,
last
well,
time you got your wife flowers?
Yeah. What are you doing for her to kind of keep the spark alive as well? And the joke is kind of they start yelling, they start having a fight like a married couple.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
is. I do like that,
Yeah, that is clever, and they're
but I
like,
don't really know what it means.
what does anything mean at the end of the day?
Well, it's kind of a pretentious thing for me to say, but like I don't really get why.
Yeah,
Like I don't get
well,
why.
how does it serve the story? I guess.
Yeah. Or like because I guess ironic that they start. No, I don't know.
Yeah, because it doesn't feed into the competition story thing at all.
No.
Yeah, and then the guy's like, but then we cut back. They're fighting, and then we cut back again, and Hal's kind of won him over, and the guy's like, you know what? Yeah, like I really should be caring for her, and it's kind of nice that he breaks through to him.
I guess the irony is sort of like they're talking about theoretical a husband and a wife, and like the interpersonal between a husband and a wife, and then they assume the roles of husband and wife.
Yes.
Essentially,
Yes.
they're almost working out their quote unquote marriage, and they've come to this conclusion, and everything is all good, and they've worked, but then Brian gets on the phone to call his wife.
Yes.
And a man picks up. It's
Yeah.
Earl. I don't know
Which
why you
is
pick up the home phone.
crazy
Yeah.
if you're cheating and
Yeah.
you pick up.
Oh, you just pick up the phone.
A hot tip: if you are going over to sleep with another man's wife, do not pick up the phone.
Yeah, especially if it's check caller ID because that's your friend that's calling you.
Yeah.
It's Earl that's at his house who's never at poker because he's boning Brian's wife.
Yeah.
Funny.
Nice work if you can get it.
Yeah. So Brian's like, I gotta go, and he runs out. And
Yeah.
all the guys are respectful.
I hate to do this, but I really don't think it's Brian.
Really?
Because I think Brian's the guy with the mustache who's wearing the red shirt.
Whose kid it is?
Yeah, because if that guy leaves, who chews out the daughter?
Stevie.
Okay. All right.
Ow. She punched me. I punched her. So
Yep.
yeah, maybe it's not Brian. Okay, I forget his name.
Yeah, I forget his name too. But he leaves, and they're all kind of like pretend like they didn't see, and then they kind of are like, ooh, like that's why Earl never comes over to poker.
Yeah, and as you were saying, in their conversation about women and marriage and stuff, Hal's explaining about how like women are independent, like he's not giving them enough credit, and we match cut sort of from Hal saying that to Francis washing a dish, telling the exact same thing to Eric about Piyama. So it is like this cut that does a lot in terms of like connecting these two characters in philosophy, and you do know that these characters are similar in perspective, and we got it in the car recently where Hal's like, I would have come if you invited me to the wedding.
Right.
We see it in the revival when actually that's Malcolm that runs out of the house, but they're sort of, I don't know, they're kindred spirits a little bit.
Did you ever stop to think that women are independent human beings who can make their own choices?
If you look at any successful relationship, you'll find one common element at their core. Trust.
That's fine, Francis, but I really didn't need the hour and 20-minute speech.
I mean, they clearly have like a respect for women, which is nice, or like their philosophy on women, which is
I
nice.
think it's because they were raised by a strong woman.
Yeah, I mean,
Hal wasn't
Francis
raised,
is
but he was
kinda
whipped into shape.
Tainted by his relationship with his mother as well, but in a different way. But yes, no, they do have a view of women being like very strong people, and I mean, then Francis kind of reneges on that by going and confronting Piyama. But
do we ever meet Hal's mom in the reunion episode?
I don't
Because it's
know.
the whole thing of
I mean,
like
we're gonna get to
you
that.
marry your mom, right? And it's like Francis is
I
doing
didn't
that.
marry my
Francis
mommy.
is doing that with Piyama.
P-Mama.
But then who's Hal's mom?
Yeah.
Would she also be was Hal once a Reese? A
Or
Dewey,
is
a
Hal
Malcolm?
kind of feminine, so he's kind of marrying his dad, and his dad's like Lois.
Sure, but his dad's not like Lois. His dad's kind of a goofball that doesn't, but it actually kind of
Yeah, and
neglects
he
him.
never has
The
a
tickle
conversation.
fight, he tickles him and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Anyway, so the guy runs out because Earl's fucking his wife. Awesome. And then they're like, oh, and then Dewey comes in. Dad, I'm sorry to interrupt this. I know you wanted me to get out of the way, but you got to see this. They go into the room. Stevie's macking on, what's her name?
Chandra.
Chandra's
mounted Stevie.
She's been tricked into thinking he's dying, which, you know.
I mean, the old head's gonna explode thing to get laid. I've done it. You've done it. I know we've all tried that.
Yep.
And I'm glad it worked out for Stevie, but it doesn't work out for a lot of people.
Good thing they didn't have sex, because I think that would have been an assault in some way. I mean, I'm not sure that this isn't already, but you know, it's lighter and
I think in our day and age,
in a post 9/11 landscape,
exactly.
You know. So Abe's pissed, and then the dad of Chandra's pissed, and then the gun goes off, and we've connected.
And
the two
here we
stories
are.
now.
It
We're
feels
back.
like Memento.
I mean,
David Fincher.
Not David Fincher.
Nolan.
The gun thing is bizarre. The poker competition I don't really like.
I like it, but that's
the Stevie
okay.
girl thing is kind of funny. There's some funny stuff there.
Yeah.
Piyama Francis stuff doesn't really work for me.
I like Malcolm's acting with the gun stuff. I like how he's just like, what the hell is going on?
I mean,
like,
there's still stuff to appreciate.
And everybody always delivers, obviously. But but there was a little bit of chaos, and maybe it's because a certain sassy lady wasn't in the mix. I'm talking about Reverend...
Lois.
Oh, someone else, but...
Who are you talking about?
Reverend Molly Sherpin.
Who's that? A churchman?
Yeah, she's just kind of a sassy woman in the community. Yeah, Lois. Missed Lois this episode. Always do. And they didn't even give a half-assed excuse.
I know. I guess sort of like she doesn't want to be there for poker night.
Yeah,
with
but
the
like,
guys.
what is she doing? I want to know. I still want to know. You can't hide her from me and not give me a good fucking reason, Melman.
Right. You know, not the episode for me, but that's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not all episodes are for you.
No. Probably a 4 out of 10. Honestly,
Wow.
5 out of 10.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'd give it a 5.
So tune in next week for I don't remember. So
Poker 2. There's some really good ones coming up.
Yeah, some good ones. Especially season 4 comes out swinging, which we're getting closer to season 4, folks. I don't know what you heard, but
we are. I don't know what you heard, but we are going to continue going in order.
Next episode is Calypso.
Calypso. It sounded like you said Calypso. Calypso. Really excited for that one. Who wrote Calypso?
Michael Borko and Alex Reed.
Woo! I mean, I guess many of them did. If it's clips of.
Wow, there's no summary for this one.
Is it just clips from past episodes? No.
Yeah, it is.
Really?
That's what the clip show is.
But is it so we just watch things we've already seen?
Well, there's a little bit of new stuff. They crash the car and then they're in a psychiatrist's office and they're unpacking stuff and then we see.
Is it that they use or do they reshoot
footage?
things?
No, they were footage from the show. I think it was it's a kind of a bottle episode. I think it's the thing to save money.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to have the rest of my day and maybe have a nice meal tonight.
Yep. We're seeing Mama for dinner.
We're seeing Mama and Sissy.
Yeah. And Tavi's coming.
Fuck.
All right.
Just
Bye,
kidding.
guys. Yes, No, Maybe Pod on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all those things. Follow us. Tell your friends. Email us. Reddit community. Yes, No, Maybe Pod. Bye.
Bye.
Yes, no, maybe.